What's up, Dean? State Performance. It is Friday evening, pretty much. And I just finished up wiring pretty much most of the Holley stuff. I have to do the interior. So I put the 8-pin Deutsch connector on there, fed a speedometer wire in, two-step wire in. Then I fed the AC in and fan output and input all the way around to the battery, along with the main positive and cable. Bolted the fuse back up. I got to bolt this fuse back up over here. And then for the transmission harness, I did a Deutsch connector. So that way there you could disconnect it. The fuel pump wires inside, tack wires inside, which I did another Deutsch connector there, which has, I know it has the tack wire. Oh, and the brake release, and then the switch 12 volt. So all that goes in. This is the AC wire here, which will go to the compressor. I'll put another connector on there. Then I got all of the, which I got them all tangled up. I have to clean that up. No, it's not. All the Holley wires are crimped together, direct to the battery. The two fan relays are hiding back there. So they're all wired up, ready to go. The connectors on the fans are all done. I gotta zip tie that one up a little bit. Not that it'll go anywhere, but zip tie it up. Bumper's on. All the bulbs are in. So can't really see it, but tank's in. Lines are all connected. You can see the fuel gauge wire. There's the fuel pump connector there. So after I got the bumper on, I put all the bulbs in, I got the bumper on, I realized I made a little bit of a mistake up front, just because the blinker and parking lights that go down, it's actually the front bumper, this one, the parking and blinker light, it's purple and black that come up from the factory connector, and there was no, for me that I saw, there was no distinction in the blue and the brown which goes where. So I guessed the blue would go to purple and the brown would go to black, and I was wrong. Same on the other side, whatever color it is, green and brown or something. So when I turned it on, they just lit up like a parking light. They didn't blink. So now you can see they're actually blinking. That's the left side. And I believe the fender, yeah. So the side stays lit, doesn't blink. The other side stays lit, doesn't blink. Doesn't blink, so that's good. I actually only checked the front, I didn't check everything. Back, blinking. And then if we go to the other side, back, blinking. Front's lit. Front is lit. Front is lit and blinking. Lit, not blinking. So that is all good. Then we have brake lights. Oh wait, that's yeah, parking lights are on. So you can see the brake lights light up. So nice. That all works. We already know the wipers work. I got the switches for the shifter. I was confused on how they go, but I guess they're normally closed switch. I don't know. I don't know if they're normally closed or if they're normally open. I can't freaking read that. So, I mean, according to the instructions, you mount them on here, stacked on top of each other, and then one falls into this hole. So I guess it closes on that. And that gives you reverse. And then, I don't know what gear it's in. I have no idea. Oh, well. Okay, so that's park. So I guess the bottom one would be park. Yeah, the bottom one will be park. Fuck. I have no idea, to be honest with you. So I'll have to play with that and figure it out. It just shows the two switches stacked. I may not have read the instructions, but I have the switches. I got to get screws because they're tiny, tiny, tiny little holes. So I got to get some screws that are long enough. And this is the last of the wiring. So this is the fuel pump. This is the fuel pump and the fuel pump ground. Then this is the torque converter release that gets connected to the brake switch, I believe. No. This is speedometer. It's a good question. Yeah, this is speedometer. Sorry, I'm all retarded here. And then these are. So that one stays. That's 12 volt. This is tack. Those are grounds that have to get tied together and then ran to the box. This is my 12 volt. So basically those just plug in, and these two here, which are already, I already know where they go. Basically all of these go to the dash. The heater harness, I freaking hope will be here today. It's a pain in the ass that I have to constantly wait for stuff, but it did ship, so hopefully it'll be here today, and then I could throw that in, finish tying up the harness, and move along. But yeah, I mean, it's that close. Technically, tomorrow it'll be done. As long as I have the heater harness, tomorrow it'll at least be running. The dash will work. I'll try and set up the gauges again. I could drive it, tune it. I could try and calibrate the speedometer. I just gotta wait for this heater harness because I don't know if it comes with a new power wire. I doubt it does. Then I just have to take that red that's back there. That's the other battery feed for the Holley. So I'm gonna take those two together and whatever comes in that harness and, string them over. This is extra, doesn't belong there. Oh, I gotta mount the fuel pump. That's the other thing. So here's the return line right here. I actually ran it exactly how the factory is run. You can see it comes through you can't see. Let's see. Can we go down there? Can you see it? I don't know. I can't. Hopefully you can see it. It comes through the frame rail. It follows the factory line all the way back. In the back, I did a compression on the metal line, the steel line, and then ran it over to the tank. I put the two MPT fittings to 6AN. So both those lines are ran. I got to mount the fuel regulator. Like I said, this is the return. So that'll go to the bottom. Then I got to make the feed come up, which I had to wait for some fittings. I had to get some 90s. The transducer's in with that fitting on there. So yeah, tomorrow, the very least, should be running and driving again. There's just a few things to tie up. Off it goes. But yeah, so for this video, I'm wrapping up. I'm headed home. I gotta go to the bank. I gotta go find those screws. So I'm gonna be running around. like a chicken. But appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of all the new videos, and leave me a comment. Thanks. Have a good day.